Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get started. Um, this is over obstacles, excuses, just kind of like how we're feeling, how I've, just gotten some feedback on what some of you guys are feeling, or just like all around talking about, obstacles, excuses, getting over those things, and like really just owning that you're going through it and owning that it is an obstacle, or it is an excuse, and moving past it. So, and how to move past it. So, it is the end of the month. And so, yeah, so we have, what is that? 6 or 7 days, 6 or 7 days left. And it's so easy when it comes to the end of the month to just feel like you are ready to give up because it's the end of the month and you feel like you're either so far away from your goals, or you are, you're not getting this, like no one's commenting on your host post, or nobody's, my team isn't responding to me, or my, no one's responding back to my messages. I'm messaging everybody and everything and all this stuff, and I can't get this, and I can't enroll, and I can't get a distributor. And it's all, I know it's like just a wheel turning in your head. It's like a constant, like just merry-go-round of like negative thoughts. And we say it all the time, but a lot of it's mindset. And when you change the mindset, it goes into your action. So I know that a lot of the stuff with, like, when you hear people say self-development, it really is so crucial. So whether your self-development is praying, or self-development is watching a sermon, or Eric Thomas, or Pam Souter, or Jade, pour into yourself and then follow with action. Because the biggest part that you leave out whenever it comes to, like pouring into yourself, if you have no action there, there's not going to, all your excuses and all the obstacles that that you say to yourself and that you say to everybody else, and that your team feeds off of, those are all, they all come down to action, mindset to action to the result. So, just like here, like there's the normal excuses, just kind of jumping into that. And that is like, we have no time, we have, our kids' schedules are crazy, or our kids are just crazy. We're busy. We have 5 bajillion things. Work is crazy. You wake up, if you go to work, and then you come home and you make dinner and you go to bed. And so but then there's always something busy in there. But the thing is like there's little moments of our day that we're taking for granted, and then using as an excuse later. We join this business to make money and to get past those excuses. And when it comes down to actually doing the work, it's easier just to scroll. And so if we really dig deep into ourselves and really just like tell ourselves that, like, listen, like, girl, talking to yourself like you're talking in the mirror, dude, you are literally not that busy. But you might be busy. Yes, you might be busy. But what about that time that you just scrolled on TikTok for like 30 minutes? And I know that like sometimes we need a mental break, but maybe like half that, like I'm all for the mental stuff, like, mental health and stuff. But pour into yourself, get that. A lot of the times when we're saying that we need a break and scrolling on social media and stuff, that's not really even giving us a break. So use that time that you have to really pour into your business and actually put the action in there. And then use that other time to love on yourself. That means give yourself some quiet time. If you're pouring into yourself by scrolling on TikTok or scrolling on Facebook and all you are seeing is negative stuff, that's not giving you any mental release. So you're just combating yourself. Like there's nothing. And so use the time that you have wisely. You have time. You know how to make time. But your excuses are so much bigger than what your why for joining this business. And so be so real with yourself and so real with the excuses that you're telling yourself, because at the end of the day, you are the only one that you're hurting. Does it suck for your leader? Sure. I think it always sucks for your leader. But the thing is we're here to run with you, but we can't do this for you, for your family. We can only do the work for ourselves and for our business, but we can't make you want something. And so you have to want it bad enough. And if you didn't join this business to just waste money. So be real with yourself and start and just do the action that is going to get you all of those results. The kids, I think it was Jade's live yesterday. And she was talking about how she can't be in her husband's body and tell him what to do. She can't be in her kids' bodies and be like, you need to mind, like here's a little switch I'm going to turn on, like here's the kind switch. Boop. Here's a listening switch. Boop. That's just not how it happens. And whether you're in this business or you're not in this business, it's going to be life. You're always going to have life, and your kids are always going to be crazy, and your husbands are always going to be something, and they may not, even support you in this business, but you joined to better your family's life and better your life. So giving up is not going to do anything. Prove them wrong. Just go with the flow. And if you need to put your phone down, put your phone down. And when your kids are in bed, utilize that time. I know you're freaking tired, but are you more tired of living paycheck to paycheck, or are you more tired like you need sleep? Like, could you do 15 more minutes of sitting at host post to get you prepared for tomorrow? Or are you okay with just living paycheck to paycheck and wondering where that next, if your next paycheck is going to cover all of your bills, all of the, spiked bills from the last snowstorm? Because I know I know I have seen a rise in my utility bills. And so it's little things like that. Like, we never know what the heck's going to happen. And you just have to be prepared. So, know that life is messy, and you just have to go with it. So just make little things that you can do, like staying up later or utilizing smaller times. That way you're able to, actually make the money that you're wanting to make in this business, instead of just going day by day and just not seeing any results because you're not doing any action. So, there's also the excuses, that we tell ourselves that don't really seem like excuses. So some of that is, we're waiting to, when I'm more organized, I'm going to start posting. I'm going to start, doing host to post. I'm going to start doing all of these things. But if you have no action behind the things, What are you getting organized for? You're just getting organized. You're going to organize for blank pages. You need people to fill those pages. And so go with, you don't have to, everything doesn't have to be perfect for you to, just begin. So start posting, start doing host post, put your giveaway thing out on social media today, and then start getting those host posts up now. Start posting about live posts, post on your story, talk on your story, whether it's about the business or it's not about the business, and you're just showing people the things that you're going through. Show up on your story. People connect with people. People buy from people. If they want to buy from a corporation, they're going to go to American Eagle or Walmart. But people want to buy from you, and they want to buy because they're connected with you. They have some form of connection, whether that was a one day or they've been watching you for 4 freaking years. Or they're your best friend from kindergarten. You never know. Okay. There's also another thing is just, that you're waiting to come up with a game plan. Okay. So and just so you know, we actually have I'm pretty sure it's a game plan in your document, in the document library. They usually call it like the month that it's in, and then game plan. And we have our steps to success. So if you're waiting for a game plan, you got one. Post on social media. That's our thing. Connect with people, grow your network, and get your host post up, or whatever it is that's working for you. But if the thing that is not working if it's not working for you, stop doing it. If you're putting all your energy into something that's not working for you, do the things that are working for the other people. There's so many leaders that have hundreds of customers, or just even 30 customers a month, that give so much advice on their YouTube channels. Do what they're doing. If you're doing it, all the things, if you're doing all of the things, figure out what you're not doing. Okay. If you're just posting on Facebook, or just posting on TikTok, or just posting on Instagram, what are you not doing? Are you not growing your market? Are you not are you getting on your stories and being real, showing your life, just having fun, showing people your personality? What do you need that your business is lacking? There's something in there that's the missing part, and most of the time it's because that connection and the action. The money producing, you're not doing things that are money producing, and you're not doing something that you're connecting with people. And so if you're just posting things just to post things, it's just, there's no connection there. Okay. So that's already one. And then you have the action. You have to do something that's going to produce money. Post. I don't know, TikTok's about gummies, and probably not gummies right now since, thing, but Thermifite X, posting TikToks or Reels. People are getting creative. Follow leaders and watch what they're doing, because it's working. It's working. And you need to work. So get to work, and actually do the things that are going to produce you an income, and stop giving yourself excuses. Okay. And let's see. Also, something that kind of ties into the one of the beginning things that I was going to say, or that I had said about no one's responding to my stuff. I'm just going to give you guys a little story. I was talking to my dad today, and love my dad to pieces. Okay. But I was telling him I was so excited because I love when like Josh isn't somebody that like takes a lot of my products. He just isn't. It's not that he doesn't support me. He just doesn't like, he just doesn't do my products, you know? He'll do a couple sometimes and then just kind of phases out, but he loves the salted caramel pods, loves them. I've made 3 coffees 3 days in a row, and he is just loving it. He thinks it's so delicious. And I was talking to my dad, and he was telling him how he was just loving it. And he was like, yeah, we, that all keto coffee or all coffee is keto. And I was like, okay. And so then it kind of goes into like, well, that there's a reason our thing is called keto coffee. It's because it has the grass-fed butter and this and that and it's even all that stuff. And people don't have to buy all those things to get it in our one little thing, and it's delicious. And we have different flavors. But I was telling him this and it just kind of like, I just had to like take a step back, because it's just not like, if somebody doesn't want to support me, that's fine. And look at that. That's my own dad, my stepmom, and my sister. They all 3 drink this other coffee that they buy from, I don't even know freaking where, Walmart, maybe, I don't even know. And they can't even find it anymore. The flavor that they like. So they can't even get it now, but they're still not going to support me. And you know what? That's okay. If those people aren't going to support you, who the freaking heck cares? Who freaking cares? Those people are not going to, they can support you by just being you. Okay. But they don't have to buy from you. And that's right there is, that's my own family, that's my own sister and stepmom and dad. So if you just got to go find people that will. If I stopped at the family that supported me, I wouldn't have even had like my first 6 customers. But people want to support you. You just have to go out there, make the connections and find them, and just like be you. And if you create the connection, people are going to ask questions, and they're going to want to order from you because you are connecting with them. Okay. And sometimes that takes a host post connection, host post connection. Commenting on their stuff. And guess what? Little customer or distributor. So I just want to tell you that, tell that little story there, because I'm not the only one, you're not the only one who has family or friends or whatever. I have best friends. My best friends never have ordered from me. Never. But that's okay. They support me and love me regardless. They don't have to buy from me. I don't freaking care. But you know what? Bye. I love them. I love them because they're my best friends, not because they bought from me. They don't have to buy anything. They don't owe me nothing. Okay. People don't owe you nothing, but go find people who will support you, because they're out there. People want to see you succeed. Let's see here. Okay. So when it comes to like getting customers and getting distributors, kind of reverting back to what we said before with the action, when you wake up one day and you're just, you begin and you start, you're like, today's going to be the day. I have posted, I have went live, or I did a TikTok or whatever. And you're like, I feel good. Because you were super motivated that day. right? And then the next day you're like, well, I'm kind of busy today, even though I'm scrolling Facebook right now. So, and then it comes at 10 o'clock at night, and guess what? Like, you haven't done squat for your business, not a single freaking thing. And then that day turns into another day, turns into another day. And then you're like, I'm super motivated today. 3 days later, guess what? Today's going to be awesome. But guess what? Because you weren't consistent those other days, it's not going, like, you only get the results that you put in. So if you're giving these results, if you're giving like a little bit of results, you're going to get a little, if you're giving a little bit of work, you're going to get a little bit of results. If you're doing consistent work, and I'm not talking about just like, here's a post. Oh, should I check in with my team? No. Should I do my own Zoom with my team? Let's not do that this week. I don't really feel like it. If you're not feeling like it every single or every other day, that's the results that you're going to get with your business. So you have to be consistent no matter how much and no matter how good you feel. You have to stay consistent every single day. Make your products on your story every single day. Even if it's just you doing a freaking boomerang and you're like, boom, 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 show people that you made it. It takes 5 seconds to put it up there. Do it. If you're in a rush, just do it really quick and save it to your story. And when you go pee while you're at work or something, you post that bad boy. Okay. But if that is the worth ethic that you're going to do, you have to think about it. Like, if you were to go to work, would they pay you if you didn't go to work for those 2 days and had no sick leave? You know, say you just started at your 40-hour week job, no salary. Okay. This isn't a salary job. This is an hourly job. And you decide to call in sick. Okay. You're not sick. You just didn't feel like going that day. Okay. You go the next day, but the next day, you know, like, maybe I'll clock out early. Maybe I'll like clock in for a couple of hours and then I'll leave because I'm not really feeling it today. I'm feeling sick, but you just don't feel like it. And that's the real reason. Not because you don't feel good. This has nothing to do with feeling good or that you are actually sick. That's a whole different ball game. But if your job's not going to pay you for not being there, you know, you have to show up every single day. And this business just is not hard, you guys. It's mentally work. And that's the hard part about it. It's consistent. If you want the distributors and you want the customers, you have to be consistent on the things that it takes to get there. If you're wanting distributors, up your host post distributors, a distributor post. If you're wanting customers, up the Thermifide X, up not the gummy ones right now, wraps. We have so many new products and so many just really incredible products with a ton of results that we have just everywhere. And so it's not that this business doesn't work, it's that you aren't. So do the things that you need to do to get the results that you want to, and it will work. Okay. For customers, host post, sharing that you are actually using a product. And if you're brand new, this is one thing, but there's a lot of you that aren't new who just are being lazy and not ordering the products. And so, and some of that is like, I understand that it's money and stuff. Money might be the issue. You enroll two customers. You can get 2 customers. You get those post up and you ask people to just like, you just get creative. There's a bazillion videos on Jade's YouTube channel. There's a I think it's Get Carried Away. It's Carrie Young. I think she just posted one. I'll share it in the chat, but it's about getting 100 customers. There, you know, I forgot where I was going with this. Try those things. Get those 2 customers and get that wrap reward. For every 2 customers that you get and you keep under you, you get a wrap reward, which is a full bag of keto coffee or skinny brew or wraps, keto energy, and get that. And if you need something to pay for that, sell a $20 sample. Boom. That just pay for that. You might need like $1 something for the tax or whatever, the shipping or whatever. Actually, it's free shipping for the tax. So 21 something, get that in your hands. Get the product in your hands. Stop being, you joined this business and you saw what we do, but you're not willing to do any of that stuff. So how do you expect someone to buy from you if you aren't even wanting to buy from you? You know, like, buy from yourself. Be the product of the product. Whether you have 30 pounds to lose or 0, do it for the energy, for the coffee if you want to, or do it get the hair growth vitamins. Do something, show something, and show that you're loving the products that you're trying to sell to people. Share your energy. And until your package arrives, share how excited you are that, guess what? I just got the thing in the mail. I just got my email. It's going to be here on whatever, T-2 days. Just be excited. People love good energy. Okay. Look at my notes here. So it comes down to, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting, are you waiting for them to come out with a new product? Or are you waiting for your mindset to shift? Are you waiting for a game plan? Whatever it is, it's there. It's there for you to either, if it's a mindset thing, it's there for you to work on. You know the things that you need to do, you're just not doing them. We tell you to do self-development, but you're waking up and you're just going along with your day. Listen to something on the way to work. Pour into yourself. You're important. Okay. The game plan is there. I just already went over that. You know what to do. You just aren't doing it. So the game plan is there. Just get to work. And if you don't know what to do, ask. The chats aren't there just for your leaders to talk in. The chats are there for you to just really just ask us questions. We want to help you. We want to be able to give you the training videos or answer your questions or whatever it may be. Those are there to help you. Get on Zooms. There's a lot of people that don't get on a lot of Zooms, and guess what? You're not growing your mind. Half of, being in a business, whether you're hourly or not, people have meetings, and that's what this is. Are they mandatory? No, they're not mandatory. But if you want to grow in this business, when are you going to make it mandatory for you? What is going to be a non-negotiable for you? 1, 2, if you can get on your team Zoom, or your leader that you enrolled with, if they have their personal Zoom, you need to be getting on that one. Okay. And then I understand people are busy. So of course, not every single week is everything going to be perfect. And then get on a bigger Zoom. There is incredible leaders out there that you need poured in from, and not getting on a Zoom is so, it's just setting you back that much more, because you're not pouring into yourself and you have like no like advanced guidance to be successful in this business. But you want results, you want diamond, you do, but you're not wanting to do anything. Like, you're not wanting to do the bigger things that it takes to get to diamond. If you are wanting emerald, if you're wanting diamond, if you're wanting presidential or ambassador, you're going to have to even do those Zooms. And I know that might be like a little scary, because it's the, you coming into a leadership, but the more you do them, the more comfortable you're going to be at doing them. I started out doing Zooms and I still stutter to this day because it makes me nervous. But I was really nervous the first times I did it. I was really nervous, stuttering. I would go through, I don't know, I feel like 2 things of water because my mouth was so freaking dry. It may seem nerve-wracking, but you're going to do it, and it's going to get easier. But it all begins with you showing up, just beginning. If you want to grow your team and you want to get distributors, you got to show up. Because if you're not showing up for your distributors, or even before you even have any distributors, then how do you expect your team to show up? You want to start having your own Zoom. They know nothing about getting on a Zoom, because there's not that importance of getting on a Zoom, because you never duplicated that. They say duplication. When it comes to this business, you want to be duplicatable, which means you want you to be successful and your team to be successful, and just be a domino effect. Everybody's successful because you made it duplicatable. Your stuff that you are teaching them how to work, that all is duplication. And so if you want them to grow by getting on Zooms and getting on power hours, or journaling Zooms, or just getting on to like FaceTime you one-on-one, you have to show that importance, and why it's important. Presence over perfection. I said this earlier, but just, it's not going to be, nothing is going to be perfect that you begin with. TikTok isn't, Zooms aren't, your posts aren't. If you could be a fly on a wall of my little, what is it called? My little memories on Facebook. It is hilarious, the things that I used to post. And some of them are really good, but some of them are just kind of like cringeworthy. But I showed up, and I continue to show up every day in some way, shape, or form in my business. And that's what you have to do. You have to be consistent, and you have to show up, and you're going to get rewarded so much for it. You have to believe in yourself. Your leaders, I guarantee you, believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself, because we can walk you to the water, but we can't make you drink. Okay. Your dreams are worth this. You don't want to wait for another 5 years, another year even, to start working so you can pay off a car, so you can pay off your debt, so you can stop worrying about how you're going to get groceries next week. Take the action today. You are worth this, and your dreams are worth this. And it all takes you just being just showing up and asking questions and being present and stop being perfect. Okay. So I'm going to, if you guys have any questions, of course, ask them in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording